Hi and welcome to Evil Knits. My name is Evi or Evi, and I just finished and blocked my moon dance cardigan. It's laying outside on my balcony to dry, and the moon dance was the first project that I tackled of my little stack of handmade knits from my wardrobe that I just don't wear. You may have seen the video about the moon dance. It was also kind of an introduction to this little series that I will have going on, where I tackle every piece one after the other and make it into something new. So this video is kind of the second episode in this frogging my hand knit garment and making it into something new series. And today we're gonna tackle this guy that I'm wearing right now. As you can see, it's a t-shirt. I will also insert some B-roll so that I can focus on speaking more and don't have to show the piece and speak at the same time. But I can tell you this pattern is called the Perfect Knitted T-shirt. I currently don't know the designer's name, but it is a free pattern that you can find on Ravelry. It will lead you to a blog, and yeah, I had no problem knitting this piece. I made this 2 years ago at this point. I finished it on July 21st, 2024, and today is May 29th, 2026. So this t-shirt is not quite 2 years old, but in those almost 2 years, I have barely worn it. There's a fit issue that you may have noticed by now, and that is the neckline. The neckline is just way too wide. The yarn is by Drops. It's the Drops Belle, which is a cheaper version of the Sandnesgarnline, or a cheaper alternative. And it's in this gray color that has a hint of pink or even purple in it. Yeah, I can maybe do a close-up and then you can see the yarn better. A few days ago, PetiteKnit had a sale and I bought some patterns, amongst others the Anker summer shirt, which is a t-shirt with a round yoke that's a ribbed design. There are two versions of that design. One of them is the DK version, which is the Anker's summer shirt, and then the Anker T is the fingering weight version. This yarn is a DK weight, so that's perfect. I purchased the pattern and I'm ready to cast on. I'm gonna get going on a little car trip. Just for today, I will be sitting in the car for 2 or 3 hours, and I don't have any projects on my needles to take with me. I actually only have one project going right now, and that is involving a lot of yarns, so managing the yarns would be too much for sitting in the car. So I need to cast something on now, and because this is already knitted up, I think I'm not going to frog this and then work from the caked up yarn. I will just work directly from this t-shirt. So the next steps are to get the pattern on my phone so I can look at it on the go. I will just need to find where I bound off on this t-shirt. I think it was knit top down, and then the neckline finishing and the sleeves were added afterwards. But if I would find the end of the bottom hem, I think I can just get going really quickly. So let's do that. I just quickly wanted to measure the t-shirt. And laid flat, it measures 49 centimeters, which actually doesn't give me that much positive ease. My bust is at around 90 centimeters in circumference, but for a t-shirt, I realized that that is just too much. The pattern is designed to have 0 to 5 centimeters of positive ease, so I will be knitting size S, which is the second size, and I think I should be good with 4mm needles. Looking at my past projects and working with this yarn, so I will not gauge swatch, but don't tell anyone. I just wanted to show you what the hem looks like, because having a closer look at it, it already has some wear, definitely, that you can see. There's a few pills. Also on the inside you can see signs of wear. but it's not terrible. Looking at the yarn as well, you can see a few loose fibers. It's just not brand new yarn, but I think it should be okay. I feel like the yarn is most worn on the hem, which is not good because I'm starting to knit with the neckline, so what you see the most, what's up here. And then the wear will be most visible, but I think I'll just go for it. I just worked the first round just to get the beginning of round stitch marker in there, and working the first round is always the hardest, so this is all I'm gonna do here, and I'm going to continue when I'm in the car later on. But when I was looking for a suitable stitch marker, I just had to go with this one. This is a stitch marker that I was gifted by the lovely Yeji, also known as Handmade Co. And the Anker's summer shirt is, I actually don't know why it's called that. I find pattern names very interesting, but Anker in German, and I'm guessing in Danish as well, actually means anchor, so this one is just perfect. Hey, we're doing a little update, and I'm filming with my front camera, so I'm really trying not to look at myself. Yeah, let's do an update on the Anker's summer shirt. This is the t-shirt that I'm knitting from, so I'm frogging this while at the same time knitting from it. I'm like 1.5 balls of the Drops Belle into the project. I think I encountered one knotted join that I undid and then redid again, so it's hidden on the inside of the yoke. Sorry if you can hear the dishwasher in the background. So this is how far I am on my anchors. The cable is a little bit short, so I can't show you what it's actually looking like. This is a 40 centimeter circular needle, so this is where we cast on, and then we're doing the 1x1 round yoke motif, doing increases. So yeah, there's currently more stitches on the needle than it can hold, but I like it for knitting speed. So I'm currently at the 4th, and for my size last 1x1 ribbed section, maybe you can see the sections here, I have 3 more rounds to do on this section, and then we're into the stockinette part. So it's going really well right now. It's very fun. It's so easy. It's a great project to knit on the go. I told you that I casted it on Friday for knitting in the car, and that was an absolutely perfect project for that. Right now is midday Sunday, so it's been 2 days, and yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I earlier today, this morning, finished my only other whip, the mohair stripy socks. So this is really the only thing I can knit on and also want to knit on right now. I did, however, not read the pattern correctly in the beginning when we were like setting off, driving in the car. I looked at the pattern and kind of memorized that I needed to knit 10 centimeters of 1x1 rib after casting on. And so I knit like 9 centimeters, and when we came home, I looked at the pattern and saw that it actually said 10 rounds. So I had a lot to frog, but I caught up on the progress that I had to frog on the same night, so that was okay. These days I'm loving my knitted t-shirts. I wore the waffle tee. I'm wearing my peacock. This is knit in Sandnes Garnline, so basically the same yarn as the Drops Belle. And they're just really doing it for me. I like it. I do get a little bit warm right now. Maybe you can see my face is a little bit flushed because it's warm outside as well. But yeah, I don't know. Summer knits. I think I discovered summer knits for myself last year in 2025. And there's many knits on my queue or just in my favorites list that I would like to get to. But let's stick with this one for now. I'm really having fun knitting on this, and yeah, see you for the next update. My Anker summer shirt is all done. It's all blocked and dried, and I'm wearing it for the first time, and I'm really, really happy with how it's looking. So yeah, maybe to this side. I'll make some space again so you can see how it sits on me. And I can just say I put this on and it immediately felt so, so great. The fit is just perfect and it's just exactly what I wanted. I'm so happy with this. I'm very happy to have a t-shirt that I can finally wear and that goes with lots of things in my wardrobe. So I did not exactly follow the pattern. I did a few modifications, but really only minor ones. I cropped the body length by I think about 10 centimeters in the stockinette part, but then I just did a normal bind off, just a regular bind off, and I think that looks really nice with the cast on visible up here. I did change a few things on the sleeves. So overall the sleeves were designed to be longer, but I wanted mine to be shorter. I took out a few centimeters in the stockinette part again and only did 2 out of 3 decreases given in the pattern. And then I reached the ribbing part quite quickly because there was not a lot of stockinette to be worked, as you can see. And then I only worked 4 rounds of 1x1 rib instead of the intended 10 rounds. The 10 rounds of 1x1 rib is kind of something that's repeated everywhere in the pattern, but I wanted to have a more minimalistic or just a smaller ribbing on the sleeves. And then I decided to do an Italian bind off because I thought it would look cute and the Italian bind off has a nice amount of stretch and I didn't want the cast off to be too inflexible, so I just did that and I think it looks really, really nice. I think a normal bind off would have worked here as well, then it would have even matched the body bind off, but I'm happy with it as it is. And I'm super happy with what it's looking like. I think the color is really nice. The color is really calming to me, actually. When I look at it, I feel calm, I feel good. This pattern is so easy just throughout. You cast on and you can immediately jump into the ribbing. The increases for the round yoke are super easy. When you're done with the entire yoke part, you have just a little bit of raglan increasing to do, and then you're off into the stockinette without any in or decreases. So everything is just super easy and you can get from one thing to the next, and it's perfect TV knitting, it's perfect car knitting. I can really just recommend this as a palette cleanser or just an easy on-the-go project. I would definitely make this again. I don't have any yarn in stash to make this right now, and there are other tees that I want to cast on first, but I'm super happy to have this in my wardrobe now. I did compare the length of this to my peacock tee while I was still knitting on this, because I love the fit of my peacock tee so much, and the length turned out really nice as well. I do have some yarn left over, which makes sense because the original tee that's now no more was a little bit more oversized than this one. And these two tiny blobs are the leftovers of the balls that I wound off the t-shirt sleeves. And then I used those balls for these sleeves as well. And it was just the perfect amount. This is what I have left from both of the sleeves, so those can just go into my scrap jar. And then this is what I have left of the rest. These are 35 grams, and I'm not sure what I will do with this, but yeah, this is what's left over. Overall, I knitted this t-shirt over 5 days, and then it needed some time to dry as well. But yeah, it was really fun. I didn't knit on this exclusively in those 5 days, so it went by really fast as well. Do I have to say I currently have a lot of knitting time, so this is not normal, this is not a standard, and this will not always be the case for my life as well. Just currently in my life, I have the time. So yeah, a speedy project for right now. I'm super happy with it, and I think from now on I will just repeat myself. So thank you so much for watching this project vlog. Have you made this shirt before, or the fingering weight version, the Anker tee? If so, I'd be really interested in your opinion on these patterns as well. And yeah, I think that's it for now. So the only thing that's left to say is bye!